Tremendous ground all day. Played a brilliant game, long to the half-forward line. Over the top, Bradley. Noonan over to Woodcock. On the lead is Michael Annie. He's going in long towards goal. A fine shot by Roger Woodcock. Getting back, Scott Wilcox just gets his hand to the ball in time. Can't complete the mark, but he saves a certain goal.
Norwood by 16 points.
And it sees the Bay trail by only 4 points after standing Norwood up a 24-point start at quarter time and then again at half time. Great changes come over to the game. Bay's now 10-16, Norwood 12-8. Bad blow for Norwood, and certainly South Australia if it keeps him out of the interstate clash. But the action back with Carey, who's dominated proceedings in the ruck. Force further forward, gives a chance for Caldwell. Noonan has the pace, however. Dalwood slips it further afield to Michael Annie. Running player is Jenkins. They come across the half-forward line. Aaron defence is Weston, where he's been all day, and he takes the mark.
All Weston got Holst running. He's injected a lot of life into the Glenelg side, but a good kick from Weston to the other side of the square. Curley hits to ground. Jenkins flanked by Clark. Wide he goes to Zubranic, or Ace takes it. Fumbles, lets Glenelg back in. As he goes to ground, Hurley swoops, gives it to Hodgman. Wide it went looking for Marshall. Two Norwood players clash, and Marshall works it to Lahu. Turn Hurley. Loose out there as Crabb, but up goes Greenslade. And it's Glenelg's turn for two players to clash. Ricks out to Noonan, has his head pulled off, and holding the ball was played against him. Malcolm Greenslade on the half-forward line for Glenelg.
16 Glenelg, 12-8 Norwood, a 2-point advantage to the Bays. The big crowd of 18,000 or thereabouts certainly getting their money's worth here at Football Park.
Perfect football conditions. They've been that way all day. Slight breeze, but minimal, favouring the northern end to which Norwood are kicking in this final turn. Dalwood out. A long hand pass into the open space. Holtz goes off the ground. Overrunning the ball, Menzel allows Bradley in. He's caught by Menzel. Play on the call. Holst around the body. Caldwell, good mark. Caldwell between centre wing and the half-forward line. Tears off, puts Glenelg through the half-forward line. Out comes Greenslade, a great mark. Judged that ball beautifully behind two players and took it on his chest. Greenslade in the attempt now to score his first goal. Certainly the distance shouldn't present a problem. Favours the screw punt, going across the face of goal and in fact out of play on the foot. Well, that's a let off for the Norwood defence as Curley prepares to put the ball back into play.
Curley, a fine defender all day, had the better of Copping. He was moved to centre wing. Fends to the outer side. Taylor run himself into the ground. Jenkins, a long kick to the half-forward line, getting back as Wilcox, but the fine mark has been taken by Bradley, who's been a very useful player on the half-back line. Bradley, kick number 11, Hodgman, good mark in front of Taylor, and the Bay Rover quickly dashes off, uses pace to break clear, chips out the pass towards the fast lead there of Peter Wood. He's starting to come into his own at centre half-forward, drives into the pocket. On the lead is Hurley, underneath the ball, good mark. Too far out to score. Has already kicked 3 goals. Sets out the short pass to the lead of Crabb. He's going to be late on the scene. And chipping in quickly is Dalwood, who returns the ball to centre wing, and John Clark on the run.
Clark pushed in the back by Hurley. But I think the umpire may well have seen that one. Play whistled up, and it will be John Clark to take the free kick from centre wing. This is rather poor. A naughty little boy sign, but it's Clark kicking Norwood to the half-forward line. Wall of players up there. Winter giving the heave out, and he is penalised for same with Weston to take the kick. Norwood being found wanting for pace at the moment. Kick number 10 from the Glenelg captain. Stats by Chris Day as Michael Annie pulls it in over the top of the pack and has played the mark.
Jim Michael Annie. Big burden on his shoulders since the exiting of Button. and he hasn't been able to tame big Peter Carey. Short to the lead of Aish. Good mark Farquhar. Bundled the youngster out of the road. Signs of frustration now creeping into the Norwood play. At centre wing, Farquhar, who's been an interchange player, now playing on the half-back flank when Stephen Highwood started to run short of legs to the half-forward line. Caldwell underneath it. Liu there, tries to get out a handball. Adler wobbles one back towards centre. Copping getting underneath it. Good mark, Stephen Copping.
Just point margin to Glenelg, 12-16 to Norwood, 12-8.
Michael Annie and Carey. Hodgman throws it out to Holst. Smothered beautifully by Noonan. Here's a chance for a Redneck attack. Uses his pace to break clear. Puts out the short pass to Walker. That's a great piece of play, Mickey Noonan. Did it brilliantly from the centre circle. Used pace to burn over the half-forward line. And an intelligent lead from Walker was answered. Has kicked one. A vital kick for Norwood. He's put it through. Fine play by the youngster. His second goal. And Norwood's come back at the 8-minute mark. 13-8 to 12-16.
Wing. 1 point the difference. Glenelg lead. 14-minute mark. Final turn. Carey in front. Michael Annie. Ruled interference. Carey's way. Carey has dominated the rucking scene. No one standing the mark. The big fella can run clear. He doesn't. Kicks there to the lead of Hurley, and he marks well. Adler standing the mark as Hurley goes to the lead of Greenslade. It won't carry quite that far. Voigt out manoeuvres Dalwood. And Voigt paid the mark inside the half-forward line for Glenelg, and he's got the cramp. Gripping for his leg, or his toes anyway, to pull it up. Hurley's going to take the kick. Umpire Mead in, checking on Peter Voigt.
And they hit the front by 7 points.
Bounce. Dalwood comes in against the tide. Ferrets it out to Craig. Beautifully trapped around Caldwell. He drives Norwood deep through half forward. Corman doubling back. Michael Annie got one hand, but Corman comes out with it. At his feet, Michael Annie in pursuit. He's almost done. Winter snares the hand pass. Couldn't quite get around the Captain Weston, and I think it's been ruled out of play for a throw in right forward pocket of Norwood.
Some tired players out there at the moment. Norwood haven't looked the same side in the second, third and fourth quarters. Brilliant first quarter when they kicked 7-1. Fine running, attacking football. Carey down, Weston smothered off the boot, but gets it back towards centre wing. Here's a chance now for Woodcock. Jenkins it was, running into trouble. Taylor, ball held to him, and the umpire in for a bounce on Norwood's half-forward line. They trail by 7 points at the 17-minute mark. Badly need a lift at the moment. Carey, tap back cleverly now towards Jenkins. Run down by McInerney. Play on. Taylor, Menzel. Gets the ball clear. Here's a chance now for the running Craig. In towards full forward. Ace on the lead. Fine mark by the youngster. Low to the ground. Coleman may have been called out, but he elected not to put his hands in the air, and Ace got it very low down to the turf and has taken it 15-20 metres out on a 60-degree angle. Most important kick for the youngster. Has kicked one. Uses a drop punt. Well, that's well offline, I believe. The umpire says 1 point only, and that's bad luck for Norwood and the youngster. One straight kick the difference here at Football Park. 13-10 plays 13-16.
What a battle it's turned out to be. Michael Annie not in any real hurry to get that ball back, and I would think time would be what Norwood want. But it's Coleman now. Has kicked in magnificently for Glenelg today. Goes direct downfield, a tumbling punt kick, and pulled in by Armour. He could have raced off. Goes now, finds Taylor unopposed at centre half forward. Michael Taylor led Norwood magnificently in the first term. Can he notch a goal? Norwood need something like this to lift them. Glenelg have wrested the initiative away from them. Kick number 15 goes to Boot. He's got 9 hand passes in addition to that, but it's offline for a behind. And now 5 points separate the sides. Norwood 13-11, Glenelg 13-16.
anybody's game. 22 and a half minutes in. Ricks takes the handball, comes grandstand side. Carey's going to be a leaper. Taylor there, spoils well. Clark tries to set up the handball to the lead of Zubrnik, but it was intercepted by Marshall and forced out of play. Only one straight kick the difference at the throw-in. Carey front position. Hodgman tries to crash his way through. Down goes Noonan. Ball held to that player and a bounce. Once again, Hodgman in trouble. Took a heavy one in the second quarter. Gets up holding the shoulder. Bounce down half forward flank.
And Carey, the tap back to Clark, kicking against the tide. He's taken to the ground. Caldwell snared by Craig, can't get clear, works it to Taylor. Taylor goes long. He was hit after kicking the ball. Downfield, Walker. Oh, a great catch by the youngster. In front there of Coleman, pulled in a beauty. Goes short to the lead of Armour, and Armour has marked. Well, fortunes fluctuating back and forth, but Glenelg still lead by 5 points. Armour's 13th kick. Can it be a lucky one? Shot at goal is offline. 4 points the margin now, and 24 minutes of play have elapsed.
Norwood have had their chances, Jerry. That's 3 set shots they've had in the last 10 minutes. Each one would have put them in the lead. Coleman, a magnificent kick to the outer side. Armour again returns the ball towards the goal front. Herco gets a bad bounce. Here's a chance now. Set up to Winter. Winter into the open goal, and Norwood have hit the front. Beautifully set up by Michael Aish to give Winter his second goal, and Norwood have hit the front at the time-on period of the final quarter. 14-12 to the Milks. 13-16. What a game.
What a game. And forced then by Michael Lenny away from Carey, who's dominated the aerial battles. Armour, who's up at centre-half forward lifting, kicked it in. The bounce favoured Norwood. Aish it was. Cooley popped it over to Winter unattended, and he posted his second goal, but Hammond is still non-committal.
At the bounce. Now the Bays have got a lift. Holst in there. A free kick going against going to Michael Lenny against Carey. Norwood, important one that was. Michael Lenny undecided what to do. Goes to the outer side to the lead of Winter. Farquhar on that player. Winter up, one grab. Farquhar there, taken away by Copping, claiming the mark. Throws it out now to Farquhar. They attack down the outer side. Holster's clear, sets it up for Caldwell if he can get it across there. Smothered off the boot, but Caldwell has still got it. On the half-forward line, chips out the pass. In towards the forward pocket. Crab goes, but the bounce favours Greenslade. Dispossessed. Clark gets back there, taken out by Hodgman, and the free kick goes to John Clark in the back pocket for Norwood.
Clark. Empire ruling something here. The hand pass goes out to Taylor, and a high ball carries to centre wing, but Michael Taylor's committed an error. It's gone out of play on the full to allow Glenelg back in through Stephen Copping. What a finish. Driving towards Greenslade, who's got away, but Dalwood closes and forces it out of the line for throwing. Our forward line of Glenelg. They're down by 2 points. 1 minute of time on gone. Caldwell the tap. Menzel the loose ball. Works it to Taylor. Straightens. Goes for distance. Correctly so. Centre wing. All Glenelg. Holst.
Holst has Bradley clear in the centre. The Bay's lacking run now. Set it up for Western, or put him under pressure. Goes for a long one, intercepted by Zubrnik. Troubles. Aish. Menzel well clear, can bolt towards goal. Puts it in the air, gives it a chance, and that could be the setup. Bad mistake by Glenelg. And Menzel nudges his first goal, and Norwood kick clear. 14-15-12 to the Bays. 13-16.
Well, how mistakes can lose a game, and that's just what happened. The opportunist, Zubrnik, swooped on that ball, plowed it over to Aish. He in turn flanked by Menzel, and he could have run directly downfield. He judged his own ability at kicking the goal. That he did, his first, and Norwood go to an 8-point lead, 15-12 to Glenelg, 13-16.
Still time, 2 minutes into time on. Carey still leaping, gets it away to Copping. In turn, McInerney smothered by Noonan. Players stack up just inside the Norwood forward, the Bay forward division, and a bounce down by the umpire. What a tremendous clash. It's had everything. First Norwood in command, then the Bays come back, and now Norwood take over again. Michael Annie gets up high, Carey in there, Copping try to get through, taken by Taylor. What a magnificent player. Armour puts him out for the fast lead of Walker. Fine mark, youngster. Oh, what poise this fellow's shown in his first full league game. Nick Walker, 35 metres out, came out of the blocks like a rocket, and that was a very safe mark. On a 45-degree angle. Nice looking drop punt, struggles for distance. Taken away by Coolman, but the umpires paid the mark to the man in front, I believe. And it's going to be Armour, David Armour, is it? Paid the mark in the goal square. And this could be the kick that seals the game for the Legs. Well, the ball came in high there. There was a goal front pack. Coolman went to clear it, but umpire O'Connor has paid David Armour, and he's missed from point-blank range. Well, I don't think it's going to make much difference. It keeps the ball in their area, and we've played something like 3.5 minutes of time on.
Certainly the result of the game would not want to have been hinging on that kick. Carey up, but forced down by Michael Annie. He's really lifted his game in the opposition to the big fella, Zubranic, but it's fed out to Farquhar of Glenelg. He's got Hulse short, gives him a hand pass, well-trapped Hulse. A quick kick forward, but it's out of play on the full. And Norwood showing their poise, coming back strongly in a game that has everything. Everything that our national game has got to offer has been here at Football Park today, and there was 18,874 spectators here to see it. Kick number 19 from the Norwood captain, stats from Chris Day. It's a booming kick for a tired player. Armour goes in over the top. Weston taps it down to Farquhar, in turn McInerney, wide to Holst. Ace in the van. Holst, Farquhar takes it out for throw.
The offence towards centre wing. Michael Annie from behind the pack. Taylor in again. Boots the Redlegs into attack. Up towards full forward. Winter back there with Coolman. Coolman keeps his eye on the ball and does it well. The Bays haven't got time. He's forced to play on to the lead out on the outer side of Stephen Copping. The bounce favours Jenkins. Jenkins takes the ball over the line, and that's something that Norwood have got is time and valuable seconds tick away here at Football Park.
5 minutes of time unplayed. Norwood by 9 points. Walker and Wilcox hit forward by Bradley. Jim LaHoo there. Going to ground was Jenkins. Did the right thing. Reached the line, but there it is. It's all over. Norwood coming from behind in the final term to run out victors by 9 points. A tremendous clash at Football Park. 15-13, 103 to Glenelg, 13-16 to you on 7.